Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. You know how we do it over here. Go pick up some merch at bigherc916.com or grab your bar of soap so you can wash that ass. Yeah, man. Subscribe, share the channel. I've been stuck at this 120,000 subscribers, man, just because of my narrative isn't with the mainstream. But, you know, I do this because I feel I have to get it out. There's things that pop in my head, man, and I see stuff that I can't bite my tongue, man. So I just got to share it with you guys. Anyways, I talk about distractions a lot, and you know, people say, well, when you break the law, you break the law. You know, Trump's no exception, and I'm like, dude, have you even read the indictment? Are you for real? Did you not see the footage of the laptop, Hunter Biden? And there's no indictment? Are you not seeing why they're so afraid of this man running for president again? Because the swamp is going to be drained? One term was not enough. First he had a competency hearing, then he had an impeachment, then he had another impeachment. And all these people, man, that kept pushing with the bullshit, they're the same ones who's trading stocks ahead of the market, worth hundreds of millions. The same people who had a lot of you guys on lockdown, lost your businesses. Your cities right now, some of these cities, man, I don't even know how you think it's normal to walk by and see people on the drugs and sleeping in these tents and creating fires and terrorizing, robbing, stealing. I don't know how you say, well, you know, it is what it is. I don't know how you think that's normal. A lot of the cities that were thriving have become just remnants of places that they used to be, and nobody's trying to do anything to change them. The political people you have in there right now are just sitting around like, hey, at least we're letting them get out of jail. At least we're letting them do what they want to do. But it's something bigger than that. And by enabling these cities to continue to crumble, but send billions and billions of dollars over to a situation that could possibly put all of the people in America in jeopardy, does that make sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me, man. And, you know, call it what you want. You know, we know there's a club, but some people have a sense of how things need to be changed in order to create a balance. I mean, there's always been the elite and the working class, but now the elite's just going hard in the paint, man. Hard in the paint. Have you seen any indictments for the Epstein situation? You've seen a flight log, but what about the people that visited the island? Why aren't they, you know, working on bringing up charges on those individuals? Isn't pedophilia way more serious than a Stormy Daniels situation? I guess not, huh? Because as soon as any type of momentum builds up, they come with another distraction. Wasn't JP Morgan handling a lot of the money? See, it's bigger than pedophilia. There's a lot of other stuff tied into that whole debacle. And nobody wants to get to the bottom of any of it, because what you're going to see probably going to make your head explode. So many lies, man, and you know, you see that the mainstream media and the news outlets, man, they're all scripted. They're all a part of the same narrative. They all have the same people funding them. And these people don't give a damn about our well-being. Fake politicians screaming and hollering, you know, acting like they revolutionaries. These guys are a joke, man. You know what I find the most disturbing out of all this shit that I see? Nobody wants to call it like it is. Everybody's scared. 6 people died in a mass shooting. Nobody called it like they said. I didn't even hear the vice president even talk about it, let alone the president talking about ice cream. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, man? And then they do another mass shooting right behind it to get your whole mind off the one that just happened. So another one happens right behind that. So you forget about the one and these people storming Nashville, Tennessee courthouse. Nobody's going to jail. Ain't no hearings. It's all bullshit, man. I'm telling you, you guys act like, you see, this is the thing. If you're going to do it both sides. How can you do everything but nothing happens? Everything is always right for you. It's not always right. You're no better than the next person. If a black person do something, a black person do something. White person do something. Trans do something. Trans. You all are justified. You ain't no better. No special privileges. Oh, you want to say Trump did something? What about these people over here? See, you got to look for the smoke screens, man. Just like that January 6th bullshit. This shit, man, these people, man, I don't see how some of you guys, but see, if you never really been in any real deep shit, you wouldn't know how diabolical this shit could be. I was locked up during 9/11. And I remember when that shit went down and they locked the prison down and rounded up anybody who was associated with domestic terrorism. And I was talking with a guy who was locked up in New York with the guys who tried to bomb the first World Trade Center the first time. And you know that they had these guys on a tapped phone and had information about other possible terror situations. He was telling me the whole story, mob dude. And they didn't do nothing about it, man. They didn't try to stop these dudes, man. These dudes were tied into something. So, you know, when I go down that rabbit hole and I start like, damn, you mean to tell me that these guys were tied in with, you know, part of that same group who was involved with all that stuff going down? And he's like, yeah, man, they didn't want to really go after these guys at the time because they were so set on prosecuting the mob guys at the time. So it wasn't like they put the resources into that. Whether we get there fast or slow, they're trying to push us in as a herd in one direction with total control, man. They don't want you to have no voice. You say anything, you're being shut down. I don't have to like what you say. You can march around. I don't give a damn if you had a hood on your head, whatever. Dude, just don't touch me. Don't touch me. You can, if you don't want to sit, we can have a sensible conversation and you know, not agree, but it's civilized. As soon as you touch me, we got problems though. But as what I can see right now, they only want one side of the story to be heard. And just like they say, you know, oh man, you know, they want to put all this stuff on Trump, man. I'm like, look, I met white dudes who rode with the white dudes in prison. And I sit down and have conversations on the side, man. Dude, you learn a lot from somebody when you can actually talk to them in private. I ain't never seen Trump as a racist. I've seen him get down with a lot of blacks over the years, man, prior to running for presidential office. That was their best card that they played with this whole bullshit, man. The best card they played, man. Everybody fell for it. At least a lot of people did. I never looked at myself as anybody involved with politics, man. But the more I look at this shit it's just so one-sided. It's disgusting, man. I don't know. Let me know what you think, man. Why you feel that you got a hard on for this man, but yet you're not using the same energy for the people on the Epstein client list. Why you're not feeling the same way about somebody who just shot up a Christian school. Why you're not feeling the same way about somebody who's going after the children. Have the same. Why don't you have the same energy for all these other issues, man? But you're hell bent on one particular thing. Do you not see the manipulation going down, or you just don't want to see it because you want to feel that you're right? And when somebody points out something to you, it doesn't compute because you're in denial. It's all about divide and conquer, man, no matter how you look at it. I talk to black people, I've talked to white people, I've talked to Filipino, I've talked to Asian, I've talked to a lot of different people throughout the years. I grew up around a lot of different people, and look, man, I'll tell you right now, you got pieces of shit on both sides. But one thing I always do is try to reflect and listen to things that make sense. And a lot of things going on right now do not make sense. Big Hurt 916.
Hello, my name is Big Hurt 916, and I'm with the Wash Your Ass Committee, and I'm traveling across America helping people wash their ass and get their booty holes clean. And I have with me here today Wash Your Ass soap, and this one in particular is Butt Naked Scrub, but I also have Festival, Oatmeal Milk and Honey, Jamaican Me Crazy, Monkey Farts, and all these scents smell very good. They will help cleanse your body of funk and also make you feel better about yourself. So if you can go to BigHurt916.com, you can pick you up a bar, and my goal is to help America combat funk.
Go to the Hurt store at BigHurt916.com and pick you up a bar of soap so you can wash that ass, or pick you up some Never Settle for Average merch or some of the Muscleup Car Lifestyle merch. We have hats, Never Settle for Average, got the Muscleup t-shirts. We also have the Never Settle for Average tank tops. Got the Muscleup Car Lifestyle hoodies. Got the beanie caps. Hey man, represent. And I know you guys aren't average, so pick you up some swag and step your game up.
Hello, I'm Big Hurt 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.